Hello YouTube, Joseph Crickmore here. This better be streaming this time, because I was live this morning for the DK Bananza Direct, and I don't think it actually showed up as live. Don't know why. OBS decided to screw me over, although I kind of forgot until 10 minutes before it started. I was kind of rushed to get ready, so this is not necessarily a first time reaction, because my genuine first time reaction was this morning, and it's now lost media because I recorded it. It was live somewhere, but I don't know where it went. My OBS said I was recording and live, but I don't have the playback. I don't know if I'm even ever going to find it, so especially with the content that this 15 minutes had, I was not expecting it to be as detailed as it was, especially with all the new stuff that's here to show. So I'm in this weird case where I want to record this for the sake of future looking back on everything, you know? Like, I want to at least make this stream. And then later, after this, we're going to go through the Nintendo website for the game to see what new information is there. So let's get it underway. Just another update since my community post. I've been strapped with doing a lot of cleaning in my house and taking care of stuff and making sure it's like, do I want to keep it? And as well as I have to job search. College debt, you know? But it's all very time consuming. So I can speak for all of my reaction personalities. My buddies and I are busy. I will dedicate, and I promise you all this, when I finally return with a bunch of reaction content, especially for all of you people that buy my Patreon. For anyone that buys my Patreon exclusive stuff, more of it is on the way. I promise. I just had very specific plans, and when very specific plans get derailed, it takes a long time to get them back on track. Okay? Okay. Especially when things take longer than you expect to even get started, and I should know, Codename Multiprime took me, 6 years from the initial idea to the first stop motion part happening, or more. I don't remember the exact time. You can check my channel for when I came up with the idea versus when it finally started. I don't know when part 2's coming. I'm not ready to do the second part because I want the primes to be present, which means I have to wait for a good chunk of them to be released, as well as I have to be able to get Megatronus, Solus, Alchemist, Prima, Onyx. Like, I'm kind of waiting for all 13, but at the same time, should I wait for all 13? No, never mind. I'm now going on a side tangent. I do that a lot. But let's get this underway with the going through the direct again. It's not really going to be a first time reaction. I'll be like, I was surprised, or this is cool, or whatever. I'll point things out, of course. But it'll also come down to what's here, I guess. So let's get it underway. I have to make sure that I am live, so I'm just checking. Please let me make sure I have my... Okay, good. Now it says that I'm live. Okay, once again, I'll be looking down because my live chat is below me. It's very weird. I can never figure out the setup where I can have a live chat on screen, so I don't have to look at a separate monitor, but I have to do it this way. So without further ado, let's jump right on into this direct.
When the world felt so cruel and bleak.
Ah, yes.
When the whole
This reveal blew my mind this morning.
and deep. Heart is rock, cold as stone. I was scared, alone. Then your beat showed the way to me.
Wow. Leave it to a Nintendo game to have good soundtrack. Yep. There it is. And since this isn't my first time through, I can't even give my authentic reaction anymore. Darn it. Darn it, me and my lazy ass not having this set up days ago. I guess I had the really bad expectations from the Mario Kart World Direct, not realizing this one was going to be much better in terms of its quality and content. But I will say this. My shocked face when this stone creature was revealed to actually be Pauline. I was like, what? Huh? I was just not ready for this. I don't know what happened to my first live stream for this. Something happened. Now I'm not even sure. I'll probably look into it again later, but if I have time to, of course. But this was something I was okay. And this has led people to be already talking about maybe this is a prequel to Odyssey, or this could be and then people need to remember Mario lore isn't really a thing. There's no consistent Mario lore. This isn't The Legend of Zelda, where there are timelines shenanigans. No, there is no real Mario lore. It just goes game by game. If this is a soft reboot for Pauline, then so be it. Especially because there's stuff that happens later in this direct for the game where that wouldn't necessarily be a prequel. It could be a soft reboot for Pauline, or I'll throw out the wildest theory ever, aside from the fact that this is a time-traveled young Pauline from the past to the future. I will say one wild theory that I just came up with. What if this is Pauline's daughter, or sister, or niece? All three of those are on the table as options. It doesn't have to just be another version of Pauline. Because there is a case in families where you could give a relative the same name as someone who existed in the past. It's always possible. Now, why am I talking about this? Because this is the biggest reveal of Donkey Kong Bonanza. Don't know why I wasn't live before. I'm still a little salty over. I was sitting here watching this, giving an authentic reaction, and now I can't find it. DK's shocked face was my shocked face.
Golden Bananas, the discovery of the century, made right here on Ingot Isle. This is excellent news for #1 banana fan, Donkey Kong.
Of course.
However, just as he's about to enjoy the notable bananas, a sudden tempest sends him deep down underground.
Okay, a little bit of this we knew already.
As his adventure begins, DK teams up with Odd Rock, but it's no rock at all. It's actually a talented young singer named Pauline.
Once again, I still... There's more I could say about this, and I'm not going to. Let's just keep going. Pauline? Sure.
Now, Donkey Kong just wants bananas.
Of course.
And Pauline wants to find a way back home to the surface. It's said that one's wish will be granted by reaching the planet core. So the unlikely duo set off on a strange subterranean adventure.
Oh. I mean, I was already hooked when we saw the
story takes
gameplay
place
footage.
in the underground world, where the scenery changes the deeper you go. Some layers are so spectacular that it's hard to believe you're underground.
I know. Like, all of these new areas are new footage as of today. And like the narrator says, it is hard to imagine that these locations are underground. That's so creative. That's ingenious. It's a way of doing what Odyssey did, right? At the beginning of the Nintendo Switch. And it's hard to imagine that Odyssey is already pushing up like 6 years old. Because that game is still amazing. I'm almost tempted to re-buy the game, re-100% it all over again, but make it content for my channel. Because it was in a time period where I wasn't making video game content for YouTube. Or that may have been something I wanted to keep to myself. Whatever. I don't remember what I did with Odyssey. The point is, I played it, I finished it, it didn't get an update. Maybe I'm waiting for a sequel. Maybe I'm reaching too high. Who knows? But this is the spiritual successor, so be it. I'm probably going to enjoy this just as much as I enjoyed Odyssey.
DK can run, jump, and climb through each environment. Using his incredible physical prowess, you can freely move in any direction.
The visuals.
But that's not all. Almost anything in your path, you can smash, crash,
Yep.
and bash.
I do like this, the digging underground thing.
You can even do this to a massive rock formation. You know, if you want.
That was already a GIF on the
As you barrel
website.
through obstacles in your path, you'll also collect golden bananas known as Banandium gems.
Banana.
More on those later.
More on those later, indeed. In a
Let's
way
take
I wasn't
look at some of
expecting.
the things this Kong can do. Punch. Smash enemies.
Look
Walls.
how, just look.
The ground.
How many
And
times do I have to
most
keep
things you
saying
can
how
get your
good
hands
it
on
looks?
With incredible force.
Because it does look so
Destruction
good.
can lead to discoveries. So set off a chain reaction and see what happens.
Boom!
Dive punch. Unleash a powerful punch directly downward. How deep you punch into the ground depends on the strength of the terrain.
Oh, that's cool.
Roll forward. Roll at high speed and send lighter objects soaring. Combine this with punches and jumps to really mix things up. Hand slap. Make some noise to collect scattered items. Or detect hidden objects using sonar. You can even use your feet when your hands are occupied. Tear off. Grab a chunk of terrain and tear it off. Or tear up turnips to find items.
Wow.
And even tear chunks off your foes.
Oh, that's cool.
Swing. Grab a chunk and swing it to attack. Harder chunks can be used to break stone with ease.
Yep, this was...
Or smash spiky thorns.
Most of this was stuff we knew
Chunk
already.
jump.
But this is new.
Use a chunk
The
to
chunk
double
jump.
jump. This will help you reach new heights. Throw.
That
Throw
one's
a chunk.
obvious.
Or aim at a target like this. Throwing a boom rock or gold can have explosive effects. If you throw chunks made of softer material, you can stick them to a surface and pile them up.
That's actually pretty cool.
Turf serve. This lets you ride on chunks. Speed up and aim for smaller enemies to knock them away. Make music.
And of course, this feature makes more sense now because Odd Rock was revealed to be Pauline, who is famously a singer. So, yeah, this is a cool feature. Man, I'm wondering. I'm left to wonder what. No, never mind. I was thinking because this almost seems out of place in a Donkey Kong game, but then I'm like, no, music goes with Donkey Kong extraordinarily well. But I'm left wondering, like, the application. But then again, maybe I'm forgetting what they already said about it.
The power of Pauline's singing will help show you the way.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
It can also remove these strange seals that someone left behind.
Oh.
You never know what you'll discover in the underground world.
Is that the country music? Oh, that's the DK country music. I recognize that soundtrack anywhere. The barrels.
So carve your own path with DK's abilities. The many layers of the underground world are host to a variety of inhabitants. Some are mysterious and aren't too bothered by DK's destructive tendencies. It looks like
Cranky,
Donkey Kong and his companion
Rambi
Rambi are also venturing through the layers of the world.
Oh, that's cool. I had a feeling they would be here. You don't do a Donkey Kong game without the classic crew. Cranky's here. Good old Rambi's here. Now we just need to see Dixie Kong and Diddy Kong. Save them from being connected to terrible things, you know? But I'm pretty sure I saw them earlier when I saw this trailer. It's not a trailer, it's a direct. They were in it. And I will point it out to people. But this is nice. Makes you wonder just how expansive the collectibles will be, you know? There's no way it's just the Banandium gems. Even though in Odyssey it was just the moons, right? It was just the moons in Odyssey. There weren't any other collectibles. I don't think so. But there were a lot of them. So it's not like you could complain that it was the only kind of collectible. There were a lot of them.
Then there are the giant elders who call the underground world home.
Wow.
They're
That's actually
said
cool.
to possess ancient Bananza powers.
Bananza.
Is that,
By learning their Bananza powers, Pauline's singing can do something special. She can make Donkey Kong transform.
No matter how many times I'm gonna see this for here on out, this was another cool reveal of this direct. Not even just Pauline, but the Bananza transformations. My goodness. Also, I should point out the voice acting on Pauline. Nintendo's embracing the voice acting for their first party games. Well, no, Zelda already had voice acting, right? Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Well, I know the new Hyrule Warriors is getting voice acting. And it depends on, like, the language of the voice acting, because some games only get Japanese for their voice acting, which is what I'm predicting for Time Stranger. Not unless Digimon Time Stranger gets an English crew. I don't know. And I'm kind of sad that we have the game coming out in October for Digimon Time Stranger, but it's not coming to Switch 2. So that's kind of unfortunate. I made that whole giant popular prediction video with a wish list, and I'm not going to be able to play it until it comes to Switch 2. So unless we get a reveal soon, I won't be able to play it on launch. Bummer. But the Bananza transformations, this is probably the coolest thing I've seen for DK in a long while.
With incredible destructive power, even hard terrain poses no problem. Plow through the world and smash as much as possible with the powerful Kong Bananza. Plus, DK can transform into a zebra. He's as speedy as he is striped. He can even breeze over water.
DK's a speedster.
Crumbling pathways.
Wow.
That's the swift Zebra Bananza. Oh yeah, he can also turn into an ostrich. A flying ostrich. Spread your wings and soar through the sky.
These are cool.
You can use updrafts to gain more air. Then drop egg bombs from great heights to send enemies scattering. That's right, it's Ostrich Bananza. Bananza transformations
I need to
don't
point
last
out.
forever though.
I need to point out the narrator for this direct, such great energy, enthusiasm. I love it. His voice sounds amazing. He needs to do other directs for Nintendo. Because this guy sounds like I would love to listen to him speak just for an hour. You know? Compared to the guy that did Mario Kart World, this already feels like better production-wise. And of course, there's also more to show here in 15 minutes. It's a platformer, 3D adventure game, Donkey Kong, lots of stuff to talk about. Whereas Mario Kart World, I think I mentioned it back then, you barely showed anything new in 15 minutes for a racing game that's supposed to be open world. Huh? So, getting to see all this new stuff for Donkey Kong Bonanza, I was already going to get the game. Of course, I'm still a little hesitant on if I'll be able to get it on launch in July, or if I get it for like a birthday thing in September, because my birthday is September. But, it is definitely worth its price tag. I don't know why people are complaining about it when it's not that crazy. It looks really good. There's a lot to it. Even in this direct alone, I was even more convinced than ever.
You can transform again by collecting gold to build up your Bananergy.
Bananergy.
You're not limited to when or where you transform, and you can swap between transformations. So get creative and use them as you adventure to the planet core.
Oh, that's cool. Give platformers more options, you know?
Is the Void Company, the mightiest mining operation both above ground and below. Grumpy Kong works to create gigantic corporate soldiers.
Grumpy Kong.
Poppy Kong is responsible for subterranean info gathering.
Hello, Poppy Kong. Okay. When was the last time Nintendo gave us female Kongs? Like, no, seriously. Was the last one that they made and created as characters, was it Dixie Kong? Was the last Kong, was it Candy? Dixie? It's been a while since Nintendo went out of their way to make another female Kong, right? Hello, Poppy Kong. I mean, yes. Look, I mean, I might as well just say it up front. She looks good. She looks good. I know I'm not the only one that's going to say that. She does look fine, though. Moving on.
While Void Kong is in charge of the whole company.
A Kong? You?
This nefarious crew
Okay.
is responsible for the banana-stealing maelstrom on Ingot Isle. And they're heading straight down to the planet core.
The planet core? But no! I'm going with DK Just stay away!
Void.
Okay. I think I'm getting a little bit of sense of the story. The Void Company made all these gates, right? Or plugs to stop you from going down deeper to the planet core. They must have did something to Pauline to turn her into the Odd Rock, right? Oh, yep. That is possible. That is absolutely possible.
Void Code blocked off all the routes to the lower layers, so no one could reach them.
But are they smart to go and then put
DK
the
and his pals will come face to face with the enemies guarding these routes.
Does that say Pika Bruiser? I need to make it known, though, that are they smart enough to have gone ahead of DK and then put the locks behind them? Or are they dumb and they already placed the holes and the locks and the gates before they went further down? Yes, I know, I'm talking about a villain group of Kongs, you know. Maybe they are not as smart as other villains ever, because, you know, I don't know if Donkey Kong villains are known for their plans. K. Rool is K. Rool, don't get me wrong, but what did the Tiki Masks do in Country Returns? They just wanted bananas. That's literally what they wanted. Bananas. We got no other story for, like, what they were up to. And then Tropical Freeze, that at least made a little more sense for the enemies that came on DK's turf. So, but this is a nice change of pace. You know?
DK and his pals will come face to
Pika
face
Bruiser.
with the enemies guarding these routes. So use all the power at your disposal to take on a host of powerful foes.
And then just punching them.
By defeating them, giant sinkholes will open, clearing a path to the lower layers of the underground world.
Oh, that's cool.
Found throughout the underground world are golden bananas called Banandium gems.
Ah, yes. Elaborate more on
They're
these
not always visible,
awesome
though.
collectibles.
Sometimes they're buried in the walls, the ground, and other places. There are a whole bunch to find.
Banana.
You can also obtain these gems by completing challenges in the ruins found throughout your adventure.
And these
Do this!
And these are just like the bonus areas in the side-scrolling levels of Country Returns. You know, where it's like you could stumble upon an area for a potential puzzle piece or collectibles. I always sucked at finding those. And because it's like you can only go so far before you can't go backwards, and sometimes you'll miss them. Ugh. So it's nice to see challenge courses, collectibles be maybe not hidden as well as Country Returns, but I'll just say it's nice to see that they're here, and in a nice variety too. It's not just the typical bonus area.
Challenges include time-limited battles,
That's cool. Yep. Okay.
courses where you'll need clever solutions,
Oh, that's cool.
side-scrolling stages,
There we go.
and more.
Classic DK. Side-scrolling.
Keep your eyes peeled to find the Banandium gems. There are plenty of ruins to discover.
Retro
so
DK.
give them a
Oh, that's
try.
cool. This looks so much fun. Skill points.
As you collect Banandium gems, you'll gain skill points. These can be
No way. I remember when I saw this morning, and my authentic reaction was, they did not just do that for DK. And after letting it sit for a couple hours and looking at it again, My second reaction is, I can't believe they gave DK a skill tree. I thought he was plenty strong already. Wow. But it's new, it's fresh. Definitely something I never expected Donkey Kong to ever have. Because you think of the term skill tree and like leveling up your main character. You don't think Donkey Kong. No. The closest thing that comes to my mind is like Mario and Luigi for their RPGs. Specifically Mario and Luigi. Potentially also Super Mario RPG, but I have yet to play the remake, which is probably the only way I would ever play that game. And speaking of Mario and Luigi, anyone that remembers that I did start Brothership when the game came out, like I said at the beginning of this stream, once I have a ton of free time, I'll dedicate a whole week to uploading reaction content to catch up on stuff that I fell behind on, and gaming stuff. And then that week in particular will end with a lot of live read-throughs. I am saying this now because I want it set in stone somewhere. I promise my audience I will get a giant week, potentially more, depending on if people like the marathon run on my channel, where I just put like 5 to 10 videos either a day or I spread it across a week, as well as live stuff, the read-throughs, because apparently people liked when I did the solo leveling stream for the first arc after Season 2. So if people are down for a week of just a bunch of stuff uploaded on my channel, then that's great. But I also have to plan for, if I hit the 500, I have to then stop everything to do Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I do want to hit that milestone. I am 50 subscribers away from being able to do Avatar. And I'm sure people are going to love that I'm going to do Avatar, because it's Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't think anyone hates that show. It is probably the most universally loved cartoon / anime style show, you know what I mean, that I've ever seen people talk about. I don't think I've heard a single person hate on Avatar, which is insane to me, because I'm a part of like 300 plus anime fandoms where there's always haters in the community that can't decide if they like something or if they hate something or if they have beef with people that like something or whatever. So seeing a community like Avatar where no one hates it publicly, that's cool. Now, of course, there will always be probably people that have their own taste that won't say anything. So I bring up all that to say, I am planning a giant week worth of content. But I don't know when that week will be. But a precursor of all of that will be when I finally decide to continue Iron Man Armored Adventures and Dino Trucks on my Patreon exclusive series. I know I did a poll way long ago about what would come after them, and Beaufury won that poll. The way I was planning on doing that is now no longer possible. Beaufury, unfortunately, will have to be on hold. So I'll just put up another poll for everything that was Patreon exclusive, especially like I'm going to maybe add to the poll or whatever. It'll be on this channel after this stream. So you can go over in there and vote, because in my week's worth of content, I'm already thinking ahead that I'm going to finish the first season of Iron Man, and I'm not going to do season 2 right away. And then I'm going to be like, what would you want next? Does that make sense? Anywho, back to Donkey Kong Bonanza.
used to increase stats such as your max health or the destructive power of your punches.
Like Donkey Kong couldn't get more
Power up
stronger.
Donkey Kong to match your playstyle. For example, if you strengthen your sonar, you'll be able to detect treasure from further away, which could lead to new discoveries. Or use skill points to learn new skills. There are all sorts of items to find as you explore.
Oh, that's good. That's
Bananium
good.
chips are shaped
Collectibles.
like slices of banana. And they can be traded for Banandium gems at the chip exchange.
Ooh, how many can you buy?
These gold nuggets are, unsurprisingly, called gold. You can exchange gold for useful items at the stuff shop.
Really? Balloons! Somehow, in a 3D platforming adventure game, they still found a way to put balloons in for a Donkey Kong game. But what are these juices? Activate a Bananza without a full Bananergy meter. Consumes one can per transformation. Wow. That's good, actually. Wonder what else is here in the stuff shop.
There are fossils too.
Fossils? Well, that would make sense. You're underground.
You can trade these for different fashions at local style shops.
Ah, yes. Hang on. Ah, yes, the good old trading barter system of I give you a fossil, you give me clothing. But you gotta notice a bunch of the references here, like the classic Donkey Kong tie, blue shorts. You could even change his... this is gonna be cool. Although I wonder... No, if I remember correctly, they did say something about it. Like, you're actually going to want to get cosmetics in this game. Unlike in Odyssey, where in Odyssey it was just for the sake of cosmetics. Like, they didn't do anything. In this game, they will do something, and I think that's really cool.
Just open the closet and customize the perfect fits for Donkey Kong and Pauline. Or even change up your fur color. No look is too much for Donkey Kong, or too little. Almost every article of clothing comes with...
I knew it. Like I said, you're going to want to get outfits for Donkey Kong and Pauline because they give effects. They give perks. They give bonuses. And unfortunately, my face cam is in the way of the top one. But what that basically is saying is increases the chance a treasure chest will appear as you destroy terrain by 10%. That just goes to show you that my face cam may not be in the best place. But of course, you could also just watch the original video. The benefit of doing this after the fact, I guess. Where's my original stream, damn it? It's now lost media. I mean, if you people want to say stuff in the chat, go right ahead. I didn't have that opportunity this morning.
with its own benefits. So mix and match your look to suit the situation.
That is so cool.
If you find a treasure chest buried in the ground, crack it open, and you might receive a treasure map showing the location of Banandium gems or fossils.
Oh,
Their
that's
locations will
that's
be marked
clever.
on your map. Pretty helpful for finding collectibles.
Yes, very useful.
You can also see which fossils and
Oh, that's good. Any game with collectibles like this, you need a menu like this to let you know when you've reached your 100%. Thank you.
Banandium gems you've collected, making it easy to see how close you are to completion.
Thank you.
There's plenty more to do in the underground world when not adventuring. Need a rest? Carve out a space and enjoy a getaway where you can recover in bed.
That's cool.
And enjoy listening to tunes with the music player.
Oh, get ready for some good music that's about to happen in here.
You might even find new discs when defeating enemies.
Here it comes.
When it comes to moving between layers, subterranean eels have your back. These elevators will help you easily move between layers you visited at any time. And if you get lost, no need to worry. You can always teleport within the layer you're currently exploring.
Teleport there.
Oh, that's cool. Fast travel. That's already a good confirmation right there. This game has the DK rap. It already has a 5 stars out of 5 stars for me. I was already hooked when we got the initial game trailer and footage back in April. I'm even more hooked now. Especially because I have the Switch 2, and I can already guarantee this is going to look great, it's going to run great, all of the above.
In photo mode, you can freely change the in-game camera angle and adjust other settings to snap pics.
These look really good.
Get a photo like this, or that. Unleash your inner shutterbug and create your own captivating scenes.
These do look cool.
By sharing a Joy-Con 2 controller.
Yes. It has game share. I remember seeing that and being like, that's good. Game share.
Or using a second set, you and a pal can control Donkey Kong and Pauline separately to buddy up in local co-op play. As Pauline, you can unleash vocal blasts using Joy-Con 2 mouse controls.
Oh, that's so
cool. You can also
cool.
copy the material of nearby terrain to give your vocals even more texture. By working together,
Oh,
even
that's so
tough
cool.
enemies don't stand a chance.
That's almost even better because it's a ranged attack. That almost makes the co-op version like more busted because Pauline is a ranged attacker and Donkey Kong is a melee attacker. So in certain situations that helps immensely. And being able to change the texture of her attack, like from like stone, gold, sand. Do you understand how busted that can actually be? I understand that's for 2-player co-op, but that's insane power. Lee Alex! Finally, someone in my live chat. That's good to see. Hello, Lee Alex. Hi, Joseph. How have you been? I've been great. Great, man. Like I said earlier, if it seems like there's not as much content as there used to be, or like I said I would have in the summer, things came up. There's a lot I have to do. Job searching and all that, of course. And so YouTube took a little bit of a back seat for now, but I'm back. I'm already planning in advance a week, 7 days, where every day I upload like 4 videos or more. Potentially like upwards of 10. Everywhere from my channel to my Patreon exclusives to live streams to catching up on my game backlog. Everything. But I don't know yet what week that will be in the future. Just know that it will happen before the summer is over. That I can promise. But that's cool, finally, someone in my live chat. It's something.
This game also supports game share.
Yes!
Even if only one player has the game, they can quickly share it to another player so they can join on their own system.
That was something we didn't know until today, and that is a great thing that it has game share. For people who like don't want to buy their own copy, but they would want the experience of like trying the game out, and then if the friend has it, this is good. Game share with Donkey Kong Bananza is like the best reveal that could come out of this direct. These 17 minutes. You know what I mean? Especially
It can also be
this reveal that it can run on Nintendo Switch, but only through Game Share. You realize how good that is? It may be a Switch 2 exclusive game, but through Game Share, it can technically run on regular Switch. And people thought this would be a Wii U situation. They were wrong. This is one of the best reveals of the day. Especially from the perspective of people. Like, I saw a bunch of comments already in the couple hours that this was up that they are now more hooked than ever on getting this game, or people that genuinely changed their mind and will get this game now because of all the new information in this 17 minutes. Especially the Game Share onto regular Switch. Showing off so much more. The soundtracks. Thanks to this, and as for a lot of people, they weren't sold on the game originally, but after this presentation, a lot of people would be.
shared locally to a Nintendo Switch system.
That is so good.
Plus, you can play online between Nintendo Switch 2 systems using Game Share
Even better.
via Game Chat. If you need a little help with all the platforming action, Assist Mode is the way to play.
Oh, that's cool.
It guides you in the right direction.
I could not join the last 2 live streams that you have because it coincided with some of my tests. Well, you know how school life is. Yes, I do know how school life is. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, my Mario Kart stream and the Switch 2 Welcome Tour stream. That's right. I see. That makes sense. By the way, how is school for you? Me? I'm kind of done. I'm in more of a job searching mode now. Where it's like I don't need to do any more classes for anything. I just now have to put my skills into action. If only my channel was big enough that I could just do this as my job, because I genuinely have fun doing this. But even still, I'm an artist, I'm a designer, don't necessarily care about the kind of work I would do, but I am avoiding AI jobs like the plague. I don't want to do anything that associates with AI. I only use it sparingly, and by sparingly, I mean as an assist to help me gather up ideas. I don't know how confidential I want to keep this, but I will mention it. I think I brought it up in a video or something before, but it's thanks to... I had a dream once about a series I wanted to create. Like my own written series. Didn't know if I was going to make it a novel or whatever. But I had a dream of wanting to tell my own story. With a unique setting and unique power system, some world building, characters, and whatever. And I plugged in the basic framework of my dream into ChatGPT, and I asked it to help me set up a framework for my series, and I now have a way better understanding of what I was thinking of and what my dream was than before I had the help. So it's not completely useless. And as a designer and an artist, you do have to take the tools that come out, the tools that you're given, and you have to work with them. But any job that explicitly says AI whatever, I'm not going to take. I will use at least a little bit of moral leverage. But yeah, I know what you mean, buddy, about how school life can be. So, let's get back to this. Assist mode, yep.
Halves the damage you receive, and more. Assist Mode supports you in your adventure to be the best Kong you can be.
That is very clever.
Outside of the main game, there's a mode where you can carve stone using mouse controls called DK Artist.
I, yep. My initial reaction to this mode when I streamed it this morning, my initial reaction to this was yes. How do you know me so well, Nintendo? I'm an artist. I'm gonna love this. And the cool fact that it's with mouse controls, love it, love it. My initial reaction to this was good. My second reaction to this is sign me up.
Rotate
And I love the
to paint.
soundtrack.
Carve material. Or add some back on. You can even change the lighting and add delectable banana effects.
I love this.
Give it a try and sculpt to your heart's content.
I will.
This game also supports amiibo
Yes! Amiibo!
accessories. A new Donkey Kong and Pauline amiibo figure is also on the way.
Yes. So basically, it's not $70. It's $85 because you're getting the amiibo. Because who is playing this game and not getting something as cool as this? I tell you, Nintendo really perfected the art of amiibo because amiibo is pushing up 10 years. A decade old as a concept. And it's still going strong because of what they are. They outlived Skylanders. They outlived Disney Infinity. And unfortunately, they outlived LEGO Dimensions. Because it's not just a thing for the sake of a single game and a character for the game to function. Amiibo do so much more. And it's so cool that we still get Amiibo. If only the stores I went to had the ones I was looking for half the time. Seems these days, retailers want to stock old Amiibo back on shelves that used to be like everywhere years ago. Like, remember the prediction princess that the blind wizard have? That he has? Peach and Daisy, remember when they were opened on camera for the first time? That was the first time I found those amiibo in literal years. School is going well? Well, that's great to hear. My experience with school was 50-50. Where, like, I'm glad I went through it, but I'm also glad I will never do it again. Although I'm a person that loves to learn stuff anyway. I love learning new things, discovering new things, even if the information I learn is completely irrelevant stuff like behind the scenes information from authors or producers or designers or like the new stuff with Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War for the anime. I bought specifically the limited edition Blu-ray just so I could get the book that came with it. So I could read about like how Kubo gave the producers of the anime for the Blood War like all this new information, these new character models, because I love that kind of information. I don't know how it is for other people, but I guess it's a case of I don't like school. I'm supposed to be going through this trailer, this direct again from a failed stream this morning is now blossomed into talking about everything that Donkey Kong Bonanza is now, updates for myself, and just talking about stuff for me. Once we finish this direct, I will go to the Donkey Kong website for the game and we'll see what else is there. And then the stream will end. And like I said before, I don't necessarily have a lot of time like lately to do more than I'm already doing. And I've already promised y'all I will have a week coming up where I will plan like every day. I will probably make a calendar schedule. I'm not a fan of when other people put like a giant calendar post with like every day is a certain reaction upload or a certain thing. But I'm genuinely wondering if I should start to do that. Then again, my life always has distractions and stuff that happens to me. Like, if anyone knows anything about me, they should know that Murphy's Law loves to hit me at a point that just ruins my day. And ruins my day in such a way that it gives me more work. In any case, let's continue.
Scanning it unlocks Pauline's diva dress.
That is so adorable. That was so cute. That is such a good outfit. Great. Discs will be twice as likely to appear after defeating an enemy. Oh. That'll make collecting the soundtracks a lot easier. That is so cool.
By scanning the Donkey Kong series amiibo.
Wait a minute. Okay, so Smash Bros. Donkey Kong, I don't have. Mario Party Donkey Kong. I was never going to get the Mario Party series amiibo unless your name was Toad or the Gold Mario. And I think I did an amiibo video way long ago. I don't know if I'm going to update my collection anytime soon. But, so yeah, I don't have Smash Bros. Donkey Kong. I don't have Smash Bros. Diddy Kong. But I do have K. Rool. That's not something a lot of people can say. I have the K. Rool amiibo. I don't know what these things are. These bracelets? What are these supposed to be? But I will show you guys that I do have the King K. Rool amiibo. So give me a second. I don't just have... Actually, not only do I have the K. Rool amiibo. Is it in view? K. Rool. K. Rool, let me see. Yeah, there we go. Not only do I have the K. Rool amiibo, but I have Donkey Kong's buddy Banjo. Okay, yeah. So that's cool. Just wondering, though, what these things are supposed to be. These bracelets. Because I've never seen those before.
Shown here, gold Kong tiles with explosive power will appear.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Go back.
Explosive power will appear.
Look who's there! Look who's here. Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong are in this game. They are right here. I knew Nintendo wouldn't abandon them. They're in this game, people. We haven't lost Dixie Kong or Diddy Kong yet. That's great. They're right here. They're right here.
Every other amiibo released up to...
They show off the Chibi Robo amiibo and the Yarn Yoshi. Yes, I do own the Chibi Robo amiibo and the Yarn Yoshi. I got those actually when those originally came out. Don't believe me? Hang on a second. There's the Chibi Robo. There's the Yarn Yoshi. So there's those. What'd you say, Alex? Leox, fun facts. I want to become an author? Oh, that's cool, man. Although, wait a minute. You might have told me that before. You may have told me that before. But that is very cool. Very cool.
To this point is also compatible.
That is cool.
If
That they
you
are all
scan them,
compatible.
you'll get giant spheres like these.
Just to get extra things to throw.
Look at us,
CK?
small, two together.
I love to sing more than anything.
Heart of gold, a wish come true.
I have this dream. Oh, maybe if we get to the surface, you and me,
Unbreakable.
we can make it more than a dream.
We're breaking through, down to the core. No stopping us now. Get up, DK, inside the storm. I found the key, got me breaking.
Join the powerful Donkey Kong and the talented singer Pauline as they set out on an adventure to the fabled planet core.
I saw Diddy and Dixie again.
Own special power?
DK!
Donkey Kong Bananza. Available July 17th.
Not gonna lie, looking at the evolution of Nintendo through the years is very interesting. Yes, it is. It is very interesting looking at the path of Nintendo. It is very cool seeing how far they've come. Just everywhere.
Only on Nintendo Switch 2.
And
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. The Donkey Kong
Yes.
and Pauline amiibo will also be available July.
it better have been available the same day. Whew. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be $14.99 like all amiibo are these days. Remember a time period when amiibo were $12.99? Practically like $10. And now they're like $15. I mean, I get their quality is like really good and everything, but I don't get why they had to change the price of the old amiibo that get re-released. Like, why would I have to spend the current price on old Smash 4 amiibo? Or the Odyssey amiibo, because I don't even have the Odyssey amiibo. Or that one rare cereal box amiibo, remember that one? So I'm going to put my Chibi Robo and Yarn Yoshi back, and then we'll transition over to the website. Now, before I do anything else, I decide I'm going to make my screen, the window, my camera, I'm going to make it a little smaller. But, you know what? Let's do this first. Hang on. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. We are now transitioning over to here. I just need to find... Here we go. Donkey Kong Bonanza. There was a bunch of other, like... What? Come on. No, I didn't click on Mario Kart World. There were a bunch of day one releases for Switch 2 that I didn't get, that are not named Mario Kart World or the Welcome Tour. But for some of them, it's a matter of priority. I do want to play Split Fiction, but I need a person to play with, because Split Fiction is just like It Takes Two. You need a second person to play the game. Then, of course, there's stuff like Deltarune, which I'm probably going to get gifted that, but then I have to get Undertale. I don't even know if you people want me to play Deltarune on the channel. Undertale. Then, of course, there's other day one launches, but then there's stuff coming like Hades 2, Metroid Prime 4. I mean, I talked about this in my... I talked about all of this in the Treehouse stuff. Yeah, those streams I did months ago for the Treehouse. But take me to Donkey Kong Bonanza. There we go. No, I won't do that now. About this game. Here we go. I may have looked at this before when I did the entire Switch 2 website thing months ago. But we're here now to see if there's anything new as of today. Well, the game looks good as always. The big guy's back. Of course. Deep Underground. Like the way the website did this. That's actually really cool. Smash. Pulverize. Yeah, see? This was the same thing they put in the Direct today. It was already on the website. Break on through this truly destructive adventure. These baddies are up to no good. The Banandium gems. The Void Co., which we now know their names. Grumpy Kong, Poppy Kong, and Void Kong. Still don't think Void Kong is a Kong, but sure. He didn't really give me the vibes of a Kong. But then, Poppy Kong. Hello there. Are you single? Let's move on. But no one messes with the bananas. Yep. Oh, okay. There's Pauline. Now it's updated to show her. It looks like the new information that I heard was revealed today is on the Nintendo Today app, which is not something I don't think you can do on a PC. Unless there's... Nope, I didn't think so. Okay. So the information isn't here, it's on the Today app. So much for that. But I do have another idea. Here's what we're going to do. Now that we know Pauline is a major player in Donkey Kong Bonanza, to celebrate the good old days, do something Pauline related. I think you know where I might be going with this. I wonder if the stream and YouTube will let me get away with this. If I'll be able to put the whole... Maybe not no, not the music trailer, no. I wonder how much of it I can keep in before YouTube thinks the stream should stop. I'm going to need people on top of this stream with me, okay? If I am able to play it. Are we ready? Are we ready to jam out to Pauline's previous big hit? I sure am. Let's do this.
I rule this house. Plant-based. Litter?
Whatever.
Seriously?
New Arm & Hammer Plant Power Litter.
Once again. Are we ready? Are we ready to jump up in the air and jump up? Don't be scared. I'll be your one-up girl. Ah, such a good song. Why did I get rid of Odyssey? Now I just have to buy it again and play it again. But this will be the last thing of the stream, people. I've already been going longer than I thought I would. But let's do this. Let's end today with Jump Up Superstar. No, wait, hang on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the New York City Festival, a celebration of the history of our city. And now, to get things started, her honor, Mayor Pauline.
Here we go, off the rails. You know it's time to raise our sails.
No, wait a minute. No. 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 I don't... No, I don't know. No. I guess I just play the song then. Cause I... Yeah, I think I found the right version. Here we go. Jam with me, everyone.
Here we go, off the rails. You know it's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never knew. On fags or a pass, say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and who cares, we'll soar away. And in the dark clouds, don't just swirl. Don't fear the genetic cause I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no power of my dancing. You know that you're my superstar. No one else can take me this far. I'm flipping the switch. Get ready for this song. Let's do the Odyssey.
Woohoo!
Odyssey, yes. Odyssey, 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 yes. Odyssey, yes. Odyssey, yes.
Odyssey.
Spin the wheel, take a chance. Every journey starts
up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared.
Jump up 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find me short of joy, to break us down to death, you're still a run-up boy. So come on, straighten up your cap, let your toes begin to tap. This rhythm is a power shroom. Don't forget you're the superstar. No one else can make it this far. Come through that stage. Now you got panache. Oh, let's do the Odyssey. Odyssey, yes, 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 Odyssey.
Stems multi-insect spray
no.
is safe to
No. Well, that was that, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me today on this stream through Donkey Kong Bonanza's new revealed information. Game Share is compatible with it. Game Share onto a regular Nintendo Switch. Pauline is a major player here. The Amiibo, its justified price point. Think about it, people. It's worth its price. Just looking at it. And everything else that they've shown today. Especially her, Poppy Kong. Hello, Poppy Kong. What? I didn't say nothing. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the video with a friend. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. And a week's worth of content is on the horizon. What week will it be? I don't know yet. So keep a lookout on the community tab, as well as the next poll for Patreon exclusive content, which will also be in the community tab when this stream ends. And once again, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.